I'm Jeremy Scott with Generation Unleashed, and you're watching Hungry Generation TV.
This is Fraser Wambeck with Hungry Generation, and I'm here with the wonderful Jeremy Scott. We're going to ask him a few questions on worship and worship leading. Was there one revelation moment that you were called into the specific ministry of worship?
I remember youth camps, as you guys would be very familiar with youth camps, the summer youth camps, but I think it would be at the youth camps, where there was an impartation, or remember Ramo, where God's speaking to you and you really feel to just, like I said before, called to lead the church and to serve the church. So.
How old were you when you would say it was your first time being the front man as far as leading worship?
I probably didn't start leading worship for GU until I was 18, 19.
What were some one or two things that you had to overcome as a young man and a talented, good-looking musician, and as far as worship leading goes?
As far as worship leading, what you have to overcome, I think you got to get rid of your insecurities and realize that you're there for the sole purpose of leading people into God's presence. It doesn't matter what other people think. I'm there to worship. I'm there to honor God and impress God. So,
when it comes to songwriting, when you look at songs you've written, say the last 6 months compared to 1, 2, 5 years ago, how does it compare? And as far as the journey in your heart and your walk with God?
I think songs definitely mature. As you write songs when you're younger, the more you write, I think the more mature you begin to write. Kind of have more faith in even your songwriting ability, and early on when you're writing songs, it's you're thinking, okay, is this congregational? Is this right? Is this theologically correct? So definitely songs more recent, I'd say, are more mature. I believe, our music as a whole has gone deeper, and our target, if we're ever throwing a target at the dartboard, it's for it to be congregational and be something for our church, number one, to above everything else, be able to sing something that's congregation, something that our congregation can latch on to.
Where do most of your songs are birthed from, would you say? In your quiet times, or maybe jamming with the whole band on stage, or how does that happen for you?
A few of the songs. Funny is the fast songs, like Shout It Out, Always, He Lives, all those were kind of band jam songs where we actually always came out of a frustrating moment, where we couldn't write. We're in a practice, and we just felt like we're hitting wall after wall, trying to write something. And then all of a sudden, I hopped over on electric, someone else jumped on drums, and all of a sudden, we end up writing the song Always in 20 minutes from front to end, The majority songs, I'd say we were writing out of a devotional time, out of the quiet time, and then bringing an idea before the band, and then the band says yay, nay, yeah, I like that, and you might go home and work on it some more, or you might work on it with the band. It's kind of combination.
It's amazing what things happen when we just let go. Who's on your iPod right now? Who has the most play counts?
I haven't been listening to a whole lot of music, period. I go through seasons where I'll listen to a lot of music, and then I'll go through seasons where I just feel like I need to back off. And I always say, you got to be careful to what you listen to, because I believe anything you listen to will have impact on your life, and anything you listen to will influence you whether you want it to or not, And so right now, I'd have some Planet Shakers in there, some United Chris Tomlin, as far as all my worship stuff. Little Jesus Culture for devotional times.
Is there any non-Christian music that you listen to?
And once in a while, I'll turn on the radio and rock it out, a little bit. But like I said, try to be careful to listen to too much.
What would you say for worship leaders, or just people involved in worship on a stage in front of people, young and old? Out of your experience and mistakes, what would you have to tell them?
The biggest thing I can say is that it's all about team, and it is about laying down your gift. If you can lay down your gift and be a part of the team and realize, I think the biggest thing, musicians are kind of quirky people, worship leaders, we're all funny people. It's easy to get prideful. It's easy to get, to want to be the one to lead or be the one to make the calls on things. And, once you can lay it down, and really just do team and realize that we're all up here together leading. We're here for one purpose, and that's just to whatever our gift may be, whether it's stacking shares, whether it's leading worship from a guitar, you know, we're all building the same thing. And I think, you know, we can lay that down. That's where God can use you, and He'll honor your heart.
Well, thank you, Jeremy. This is Fraser Wambeck with Hungry Generation TV and Jeremy Scott, and we love you.